Okay, here we are. These are the steps coming down to the front of the house. This is the street curb right here, and that's a trip hazard. That's beyond the scope of this inspection, but there it is. And then out here by the street, this is where we got the water meter right there. Inside the face of the water meter, you have a smaller dial. It's called a cheater wheel or a cheater paddle. And if that's moving, then you got a leak. You got to go find a leak. It's someplace that you can't see, then it's someplace that you can't see, but you have a leak. And that's the water supply. It's not the drain line. It's not a drain line test. This, we're assuming, is the main shutoff valve to the house next to the meter. And it's buried. I don't see it. So maybe there's one in there. Maybe there's not. I can't make that determination. Okay. Got a little bit of movement on the front steps here. Rain gutters are above and below grade. Some others that are below grade. This is a slab foundation house. This is a storm door. Storm doors are beyond the scope of this inspection. There's a doorbell. Our rain gutters are resting out across here. Okay, we go over here. We got some negative drainage. The structure house faces north. So along the west side, we've got some negative drainage. There's been some corrections that have been made here. We've got some torn screens. These are called weep holes. They allow moisture. Homeownership 101. Okay, all roofs leak, all walls leak. They're designed to shed water faster than they accept it. So there's your weep holes right there. Coming along here, this is the gas meter entering the house. The pot's nice and high, still above grade. Okay. We have clients here probably. Okay, we got this is a manufactured corrugated steel roof. Coming along here, we have a few stair-step cracks between the brick and mortar. Right there on the south side of the garage car entry. Coming along here on the south east side of the house, we got that's called a soldier brick. These are soldier bricks because they stand up and are marching. These are called sailor bricks. A little bit of horizontal movement here, and we got a loose soldier brick right there. The rain gutters do not divert water far enough away from the structure. Coming along here, we're on the east side of the structure. This is the electric service coming into the house. This box is pulling away from the wall, and it should have been sealed to help prevent moisture infiltration. This box is the disconnect for the condensing unit. They're not supposed to be technically behind the condensing unit. Okay, I have the cover off so that they get a nice picture of it right there. There's the data tag, and it says this was manufactured in 2002. This equipment is engineered on paper to last 20 years. But the statistical average is 14 years, so we have that as manufactured in 2002. This is a R22 system that's quickly becoming obsolete, and it's a 4-ton unit. We have a retaining wall along the east side of the house. It looks like it's rotated out just a little bit, but otherwise okay. Coming along here, I'm supposing that little pipe right there is for the water heater. See if I can turn that a little bit. Obviously this is leaks because they have this stopper installed on it. So the screens are all the worse for wear. Over here, I already put my finger underneath that. That's cold water coming out of there. The air conditioner is condensation line discharges too close to the house. If that's the secondary, then it should discharge in an obvious location like over a window. So either way, it's wrong. But if it's a primary, it should discharge farther away from the house. Okay, we're still over here on the east side of the house. We have some stair-step cracks between the brick and mortar underneath this back bedroom window. Screens. All these windows, stair-step cracks between the brick and mortar, stair-step cracks between the brick and mortar, stair-step cracks between the brick and mortar, stair-step cracks between the brick and mortar. Another crack at a soldier brick up here. These, some people call them corner pops. Those are shrinkage cracks. They happen. It's frequent. Okay. What happens here is that the slab foundation, between the slab and the framing, they install some poly, some plastic, so that it slides and the plastic never goes into the corners. The brick expands and contracts at a different rate than the cement. Cement's continuously shrinking. You won't be able to measure it, but anyway, that puts pressure on these corners, and you get these cracks. That is not a foundation issue. If it's 6 inches or span of a hand and it's going out towards the corner, that would be a foundation issue. It's over here, that's not a foundation. If it's span of a hand and goes inside here, that's not a foundation issue. It might be a brick issue because you're holding up the bricks, but it's not a foundation issue. If this crack was going the other way, or if it was over here, there'd be other considerations. We've got a little bit of erosion over here. You can't see it because I have my water pressure gauge on right now, but what we have here is we've got some erosion issues. We've got dirt daubers in here, so we've got a moisture issue from this continuous drip from this faucet. 75 psi, that's good pressure. We have a little bit of wood rot over here. That's called a cornice. Okay, that's a soffit. That's a cornice. We got some wood rot up in here. A little bit of stair-step crack right here. Coming along, and we're back where we started with the rusty rain gutter.